Ever feel like no matter how much you study, nothing sticks? Like your brain is a leaky bucket and all that knowledge just vanishes? Well, that ends today. You're about to discover 7 exclusive techniques that will make learning faster, easier, and way more effective. And trust me, the last one is mind blowing, so stick around until the end. Technique number 1, the 10-minute hard start rule. Ever find yourself avoiding studying because it feels hard? Your brain fears discomfort. Trick it by telling yourself, I'll just study for 10 minutes. If it's awful, I'll stop. What happens? 90% of the time, once you start, you keep going. The hardest part is starting. After 10 minutes, your brain adapts and you're in the flow. Technique number 2, the ultrasensory method. Reading and listening aren't enough. To learn faster, you need to engage multiple senses at the same time. For example, say information out loud. Walk around while reading. Use hand gestures when explaining concepts. Associate facts with smells or textures. Sounds weird, but it works. The more senses you involve, the more brain pathways you activate, and the faster you remember things. Technique number 3, the blurting technique. Forget passive studying. Most people reread notes or highlight textbooks, but that's passive learning and it doesn't work. Instead, try blurting, a technique that forces your brain to retrieve information actively. Here's how it works. After learning something new, close your notes and write down everything you can remember without looking. Then compare what you wrote with the actual material. This forces your brain to work harder, strengthening memory connections. The harder it feels, the better you're learning. Technique number 4, focus under fire, the controlled chaos method. Ever notice how some people can study in a noisy cafe and still laser focus? Here's their secret: training in controlled chaos. It might sound counterintuitive, but learning in a less than perfect environment can turn your focus into a superpower. Imagine you're a soldier training with sirens blaring. After that, any environment feels easy. You can simulate this, play background noise, busy street sounds, energetic music, while tackling a tough chapter. At first, it's challenging, but stick with it. Over time, your mind learns to tune out distractions on command. Then, when you're in a quiet exam or meeting, your concentration is unstoppable. Technique number 5, the Protégé Effect, teach to learn. Imagine this. You've got to teach a concept to a friend in 5 minutes. Do you truly understand it well enough to do that? The Protégé Effect, also known as the Feynman technique, is all about learning by teaching. Even if you don't have an actual student, pretend. Grab a pen and paper and explain the idea from scratch in simple terms. If you get stuck or gloss over details, you've found a gap, which means you now know exactly what to fix. This method forces you to simplify and clarify the material in your own words, making it crystal clear in your mind. Technique number 6, the power cycle method. Most people think the secret to learning faster is studying for hours, but that's a trap. Your brain doesn't work best that way. The real key? Combining deep focus with strategic variety. Here's how. Step 1, pick 2 to 3 different subjects or skills. Step 2, work in short, high-focus sprints, 25 to 40 minutes per topic, followed by a 5 to 10-minute break. No distractions, no multitasking. Step 3, after each session, switch topics, math to language to science. This technique is called interleaving, and it forces your brain to stay alert, make deeper connections, and retain more. Think of it like athletic training. Athletes don't just run for hours. They mix cardio, strength, and agility drills. You're doing the same, but for your brain. And finally, technique number 7, learn in your sleep, the Hypnopedia Hack. Yes, you heard that right. Learning while you sleep. Sounds crazy? Think of your brain like a sponge that's still absorbing, even when you're catching Z's. Elite learners, and rumor has it, even Cold War spies, used this trick. Here's how. Before bed, play audio of what you want to learn. A foreign language, formulas, anything, at a low volume. As you doze off, your brain's memory centers light up. You'll wake up with those facts subtly wired in your mind. It's like planting knowledge seeds overnight. Pair this with a quick review in the morning and watch how much sticks. It's almost unfair how easy this feels, like downloading knowledge straight into your brain while you snooze. Now you have 7 exclusive techniques to learn faster than ever before. But here's the key. Don't just listen to this video. Try at least one method today. Which method blew your mind the most? Drop a comment below. And if you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more mind-expanding content.